because I really like that song, and I like getting. I think we talked about this before that I'm an old guy, so I don't know any new music really. I'm still listening to the Talking Heads.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. But that's a great segue because I think like there's a question I had pulled aside that talks about you have that great line on your new special For the Masses where you say I forget what the exact line is, but it's along the lines of I'm one of those idiots that loves sports.
Yes.
Yeah, and like so that song that I pulled aside, "Sports" by Viagra Boys. I mean the name of the band is Viagra Boys, and just like it's just this manic, like reductive male id boiled down in like this very unironic way.
Yes, I love how reductive it is, And, it's interesting. I don't know if you saw this Jim Jarmusch film. I came across it on Amazon, I think. Amazon Prime, whatever. And it's Jim Jarmusch doing Iggy Pop and the Stooges.
Yeah.
Iggy, and he talks about keeping things so simple. And that's kind of what that song reminded me of, Viagra Boys Sports. And, like, it's a great lesson for me, too. Like, because as a comedian, I tend to overthink things, and I think you have to go kind of primal in art, I think.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean that makes a ton of sense. And I think, and I've seen Viagra Boys a couple times, and it's truly primal. It's a spectacle. It's hedonistic, and it's reductive, but it's great.
Where are they based out
of? Stockholm. They're Swedish.
Oh my God, that's funny. They sound so American.
I know, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
I think the planet's getting smaller and smaller somehow. Like the culture, anyway. Like I just thought they were an American band,
Yeah. I think the lead singer was born in California and then moved to Sweden at a young age. But like everyone else in that band is Swedish.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sports.
I'll send you over a link to their Wiener Dog.
Wiener Dog.
Yeah.
Get high in the morning. Just cracks me up.
I love that you're into it. No, but that's funny that you also brought up Iggy Pop because one of the things I was thinking about in pulling the music together is I had an Iggy Pop track and it's called Paraguay, and he goes on this kind of like manic rant towards the end and how he just wants to get away and that fear is consuming the soul and that he just wants to live in a compound under the trees where people are still human beings. And it made me think like so much of your comedy kind of gets to like that line in Apocalypse Now, like the horror. And I was just wondering, like, do you have a proverbial Paraguay, or do you really feel at home amongst the horror and the sorrow,
Oh man, do you feel at home amongst the horror and the sorrow is a great title for a book. Like, even though I don't think a title for a book should end in a question mark, that still is a great title.
Yeah.
Do I feel at home? A little bit. I was thinking about that. I was thinking yesterday about how I really, as I've gotten older, I want to get further. Like, I want more peace and quiet. I've always lived either in New York City or Los Angeles. And I'm tired of the cacophony of bullshit. Like, basically, it's like hearing the grinding wheels of capitalism kill us,
Yeah.
Like, there's constant construction and garbage trucks and fucking over here in LA leaf blowers. And it's just, souped up cars. I don't know what it is. Everybody in my neighborhood here in LA has an engine on their car that sounds like an airplane engine. And when I was younger, I don't even remember giving a shit, but now I get rattled by it. I hear it, and my first thing out of my mouth is, I hope you die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like, why are you fucking with my peace and quiet, man? But I was thinking about living in cities, and I do like the cities, obviously, for quote unquote the action, which is, for me, it's like the interaction that leads to all kinds of ideas. And I mean, city life is still this amazing experiment, like, wow, how do people just live together? And it is pretty amazing. But am I comfortable with it? Less and less as I grow older, I think. I want that, what Iggy Pop was talking about, that, it's funny because his song is called Paraguay. That movie Brazil, which is kind of a state of, that great movie by Terry Gilliam. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
That movie is incredible. I think it's like a nightmare about fucking capitalism